Hey, SHE family. It's Kelly here. And I wanted to talk to you guys about week 2 of our Lent Devotional. And it deals with the topic of confession. And, we talk about confession a lot, and sometimes we think of confession as something that is this very formal thing. Maybe if you're Catholic, perhaps going into a confessional. We see it on reality TV where the stars of the show are in a confessional and they say how they really feel about a matter. For those of us who've read scripture or studied scripture for any capacity or any amount of time, the idea of confession, I think sometimes we get stuck on, or actually we forget how vital it is to our walk with Jesus. It's the very first step is confessing with your mouth that Jesus is Lord and believing it with your heart and acknowledging with your mouth that I am a sinner and I need Jesus. I need the work of the cross to cleanse me of my sins. But that's the creepy and sneaky thing about sin is that it tends to creep in and we tend to be blind to it sometimes, right? And to go on thinking that we're never going to sin again, I think that's pretty dangerous. In kids' church, one of our questions we asked was, why do I have to, if God knows everything, why do I have to confess my sin and ask for forgiveness? And it's such a good point for everyone to consider on our journey with Jesus, right? That there's something that happens when we say it out loud and ask for forgiveness, right? We have to do that. The freedom that comes from that, it's acknowledging that we're not perfect and we still stumble. There are things that creep up on us that maybe come out of nowhere, right? Maybe it's a hidden judgment, or maybe you're quick-tempered. That can be another thing to realize that, hey, God, I need forgiveness from that. I am not slow to speak and slow to anger. So meet me in that place, Lord, and forgive me for holding on to any anger or judgment, anything that's separating from me, God. Highlight to me whatever it is that keeps me separated from you. Maybe it's really clear to you what it is. Maybe I'll admit that I have the tendency to be quick-tempered, and I find that I notice that separation when I'm sitting in a space of holding on to resentment instead of asking for forgiveness and then moving forward in forgiveness. So this season of Lent is really beautiful in that it does, as this passage today says, helps us clean out the closet of the junk that we tend to hang on to, including those things that maybe we didn't even realize we had been storing or collecting. So I encourage you to take a moment and sit with the Lord. And if it's something that's not already, I need to confess this to you, Lord. I've been hanging on to this. If it doesn't come to your mind already, then just sit with the Lord and ask Him to show you what are the areas in your heart and in your life that you do need to offer to Him, to confess to Him, and then to be freed from. Have a good rest of your day.
Be humble, sit down. 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 Sit down, sit down. When I look into the face of my enemy, I see my my brother.